Hello, this is Matt on the Moon Lambo channel, and here's the headline from the Crypto Basic. XRP versus XLM. Ripple CTO warns, if you strike at the king, you'd better not miss. Now, this is undoubtedly a reference to XRP, and XRP is the king, damn it. It's certainly the king when it comes to payments, and I mentioned this briefly in my last video. Like, what is the best, most successful, widely adopted payments coin in all of crypto? Well, look by market cap. Sure as hell ain't Bitcoin. You know, even the toxic Bitcoin maxis, they've thrown away that facade of pretending that like, Bitcoin's anything more than the pet rock of crypto. Like it was originally, you know, by Satoshi Nakamoto's original vision was to be used as a peer-to-peer cash system. It's not. It certainly is not. And then there's Ethereum focusing on smart contracts, not the best for payments. So then when you get to XRP, that's literally the most adopted, successful, widely used, technologically sufficient cryptocurrency ever created by man in this crypto asset class. Yeah, XRP is the king. I think it's safe to say. It just freaking works. So if you're going to compare it to XLM, which is the ticker symbol for Stellar Lumens, one's a copycat of the other here. So there was a little bit of drama, and I briefly mentioned it in one of my videos several days or so ago. That was before David Schwartz chimed in, so I thought I'd provide an update here and also share with you some interesting history. And even if you are aware of some of the history about, Jed McCaleb, who is the guy who came up with the idea for XRP, and you're aware that he left Ripple and ended up starting Stellar Lumens to compete against what Ripple was doing. Even if you're aware of that, do you know why Jed McCaleb left Ripple? Well, I'm going to share with you words specifically from David Schwartz touching on exactly that. But before going further, I do want to be clear, I do not have a financial background of any kind. I am not offering financial advice, and you definitely should not buy or sell anything because of anything I say or write. I'm just an enthusiast who enjoys making YouTube videos about crypto-related topics, but just as a hobby and just for fun. All right, so here was this post from February 8th from the Build on Stellar account. This is an official account. That's why it's got the yellow check. Now, there's more than one official Stellar account. This is the Build on Stellar account that is official, just to be clear, all right? And so here's what they wrote. Imagine spending more on lawyers than developers and calling it progress. Okay, very obviously, and everyone knew this, that was a dig at Ripple. They never retracted this, they never said otherwise, and they got a lot of attention here. And so here was my response to this garbage. I wrote, you can fuck right off with this bullshit. I've been holding XLM since 2017, and I want to see none of this petty garbage from you. Just delete this. We all know you've got Ripple on the brain. And I'm not the only one thinking this. So my post there, you can see it's got 2,300 hearts. The Build on Stellar account got 2,100 hearts. So I got more likes than them. But they got 2.5 million views, and I only got 72,000 views. I think it's safe to say that the people that saw this, broadly speaking, understood that this was some sort of stupid-ass jab, completely uncalled for, and doesn't make any damn sense. It's a very clear jab at Ripple and XRP. Yes, spending more on lawyers because the SEC came after them. Did the SEC come after you, even though you're a copycat of XRP? Did they? No, they did not, you little pricks. They absolutely did not. And so XRP spent over $100 million to defend, yes, themselves and the XRP community, but also, more broadly, the entire crypto space, including you ungrateful douchebags. My God. It's just disgusting. So you see this, there's a reason that everybody was so upset. Like Neil Hartner responded. There's so many good responses. I can make a whole video just on those. Like here's Neil Hartner. He's a software engineer at Ripple, Ripple Payments specifically, which of course uses XRP as a bridge currency. And he wrote to them and said, imagine spending over a decade as the lesser known fork. And so that is true. Like they've never captured the success that XRP has, but it's also a copy. It is a copy, and they modified the code a little bit, but it's strikingly similar. And so you just hate to see this. So then you get this post from David Schwartz, and you do love to see this. He simply wrote, if you strike at the king, you'd better not miss. And I think it's safe to say, even though he didn't cite XRP, yes, he has to be referencing XRP, right? And I think it's safe to say that they missed. And everybody that saw this pretty well agrees, right? And so there are some posts where he was being a little bit like here somebody wrote, "Is this a shit back at Stellar?" And David Schwartz shared a Top Gun meme here with Tom Cruise and simply says, "It's classified." Yeah, well, obviously it is. Okay. I think it's funny. But it's true. Like, they can be as petty and stupid as they want and ungrateful for everything that Ripple's done because they view him as the arch nemesis. But it doesn't matter what stupid opinions and perceptions they have and the childish stuff that they say. They are still the knockoff. They are not the king. XRP is the king, unquestionably. And I still hold XLM, and I hate seeing crap like this. Like, tribalism is one thing, but like for them in particular, they should know that's going to strike a nerve here. It's just the dumbest damn thing. It really, truly is. So then we had this. Now, here's a post shared by XRP community member Panos. And he's actually a developer. Like, he's building on the XRP ledger. And he shared this. "I guess most people here don't know this, but Stellar was created by Jed McCaleb, who was also one of the creators of XRP Ledger and co-founder of Ripple. Jed played dirty and tried to crash XRP. This is one of the many reasons I will never support Stellar or hold XLM, other than also being an inferior copy of XRP." And so here was a question on Quora. The question is, why did Jed McCaleb leave Ripple to start Stellar? And this is an old post. This goes back 7 years, but here's what David Schwartz had to say. So it's a little piece of crypto and Ripple and XRP history here. From David Schwartz, he says, Jed had, and again, just to be clear, for anybody that's new, I touched on a little bit earlier, David Schwartz, he's one of the creators anyway of XRP and the XRP ledger. So Jed's the guy that came up with it, and then it was him. So Jed came up with the idea of it, and then it was him and David Schwartz and Arthur Brito that ended up creating it. They're the three that actually coded this. And then Chris Larson was brought on as CEO, but Chris Larson, he's not a creator of XRP, even if he's technically considered like some sort of founding participant. This or that. Just be clear, he didn't create it. So David Schwartz said the following: Jed had a long string of bad ideas that Ripple's board of directors refused to implement. So Jed started Stellar based on those ideas. Jed wanted Ripple to do a Facebook giveaway. Ripple would not do that. So that was one of the first things Stellar did. The giveaway was generally considered a disaster. As it became clear that each of his rejected ideas were bad, Stellar pivoted to become a clone of Ripple. Jed tried to dump his XRP quickly, and Ripple acted to stop him through a series of lawsuits. Thanks to Ripple's refusal, Jed's XRP will probably be worth more than $1 billion. He will probably be the only person to become a self-made billionaire despite his best efforts. That is a great line. The only person ever to become a self-made billionaire despite his best efforts. Oh, I love that line. That one made me laugh. Oh, like, every time I've read it, actually, it's made me laugh. Well, again, though, it's like, if you're going to strike the king, you better not miss. Anyway, David continues. When companies solicit investors, those investors get stock with voting rights. Some of them get seats on the board of directors. And you bring on smart people to help you make good decisions. Heck, Jed brought in Chris to be CEO. That's Chris Larson, of course. Jed's reaction to not getting his way on these issues was to publicly say bad things about the company and start a competitor. Folks, does this sound a little familiar? Look, I'm not asserting that it was Jed behind that account. I don't know who's running that account. Does it just like part of the culture of the Stellar Lumens community to be petty and say stupid little things like that, just bad talk? Maybe the answer is yes, actually. Maybe the answer is yes. Anyway, David says, in my opinion, unless you think the company is doing something illegal or severely immoral, betraying your investors and employees that way is unconscionable. Note that this is not a comment on what Stellar is doing now or their likelihood of success. It is just about why Jed McCaleb started Stellar. I was there, but I cannot claim to be unbiased. This is just the parts about which I am relatively certain. There are things that I suspect that are even worse. Well, I'd love to know what those things are, but I haven't seen any online posts about anything additional in that regard, anyway. So, XRP and the community and Ripple just continue attacked from every single direction. And I'm not saying it as like a woe is me thing. I just think it's stupid. Like it's dumb. You know, people can say whatever the hell they want. It's just so fascinating. Like our community, and there is no community that's been more attacked than us. And Ripple's a part of the community. And Ripple here getting attacked by the competitor. Like you don't see Ripple doing these petty little posts, do you? No, you do not. My God, what is wrong with these people? They deserve all the responses that they got. They deserved every last one of them. Absolutely. And yes, it does make sense to respond to this stuff. That absolutely was a legit stellar account here saying this crap. Yeah, they deserve some pushback. You don't get to say stupid crap like this publicly on the internet, especially if you were the Build on Stellar account, and then not expect pushback. That's not how life works. You deserve everything that came your way, and you diminished the Stellar brand. You absolutely did by posting this crap. I'm not a financial advisor. You should not buy or sell anything because of anything I say or write. That would be a very, very, very bad idea. Until next time, to the moon, Lambo.